Bear City, to Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. On the Bears sideline, Ben Johnson, hot name in the coaching circles the last few years, was the offensive coordinator here in Detroit from 2022 to 2024. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Lions. These guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. With my partner Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from Ford Field. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick of the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. It certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bears.
Now Swift. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. Williams. Open man, that's Roma Dunze. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Chicago.
A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
On the ground, it's Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain. I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks. Allow your team to get settled in. Don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
That's another Bears first down.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
And the Bears first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
And this one threw in quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
One more time, they try Swift. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And now it's 4th and goal. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
Well, we had a chance to meet with him earlier in the week, and as you could probably expect, Mike, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up last week's 4-interception performance. It was still bothering him. He's still trying to move from it, and I think that's the point. The ability to move on from bad games, that's really a testament to playing quarterback in the NFL. You're going to have some struggles, but if those struggles carry over into the next week's game, now we've got a problem.
3rd and 1.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down. Able to convert 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these 3rd downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
I try to pitch one forward. It was an option there, but it does fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's gone. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Pass right side to down. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4. Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions the 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
They run with the former player, David Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough chunk change. It is. First down.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's a run. And he'll take this one in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off
for the
with
extra
6.
point.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead.
Lions 7, Bears 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up, taken down. They got him. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They will run it over center with Swift. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
At the 26. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Bears.
Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are on top. It's now 10-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Khalif Raymond to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
25-yard line.
Now, Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 8. brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Goff to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. They get 15 on that game. First down, Detroit.
15 yards. And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Throwing here is Goff. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt.
Fair catch.
Back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 15.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's taken down up past the 35. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Williams. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get about 2. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Swift.
Swift again, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 2.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Lee McNeil. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. On fourth down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Tory Taylor, to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And no chance of the run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson, they continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top three for the last couple years, but if Chicago and that roster, if that's your fourth best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some really competitive division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises. But when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those matchups.
Yeah, I mean, every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different reasons. They have Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches. Some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league have played for these four organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment. And you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind their team.
What? Wait. From the gun, on third down, it's gone. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up fourth down. He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. To the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
On incentives for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will get out in front 17-7.
Lions 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Raymond now to return it. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the Passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-all outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags will also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside the U.S. in each regular season. Goff to St. Brown for a big one. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Just seems nowadays like there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
14 more yards.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
First down.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's Bates for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Lions 14.
Ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Yeah, you know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position, and Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, Mike, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, a Heisman winner, Colorado, great play both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day one, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. If I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Andrew Billings getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Goff. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him, they've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go.
Throwing, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They hand it to Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
Montgomery. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Here's Goff. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. And he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he will score! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The
Bears offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Williams. He gets this one to Moore. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Luther Burton, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's a short throw, caught by Komet. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Bears.
A play fake. Now Williams. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Williams pass. Complete to Rome. 7-yard pickup.
2nd down, they need 3.
At the 10-yard line.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 2nd down, it's Williams. That is caught to the goal line and in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the 1st half, it hasn't worked. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Bears one of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Williams to throw on second down. Caught downfield by Odunze. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's good for the Bears.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's in. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll lead to a second down. What is that? To throw, it's Williams. And he's in. Home commit. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Chicago.
And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no return here. This is a touchdown. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll try again here, second and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now, Goff. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Oh, bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our trip around the league starts now, and it kicks off in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Patriots in the AFC East. And here's the speedster, Xavier Worthy. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep, and this time it works. And that's a 61-yard touchdown grab. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers at home to take on Washington. And it's Romeo Doubs. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And this is the former UCLA Bruin, Zach Charbonnet. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Seahawks with a big lead on the road at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Raymond now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. What's that? On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Something's taken from me.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
180.
Goff to throw. To the left side and taken in by Down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And 8 at the 49-yard line.
180.
On 2nd down, Goff. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So, as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd down, they need 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And a good run there. Give him 5 yards. Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll go play action here with Williams. Moving outside the pocket, and Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the give, here's Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Williams. He'll try to run for it.
It's a gain of 8.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4. At the 13-yard line.
Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First down.
Now Williams to the left side. He's got Komet. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will extend this third quarter lead.
38. Lions 21.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10.
Let's go, Todd! 180! What's up?
To throw is Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Go!
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off to throw on 1st down. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times under the ball to the ground. It's incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Goff. Completing this one to Downs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of
17 yards on that play. Good for a Lions first down.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing here is Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He's got his man. That's Downs. And he's in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Lions. That his second TD catch of the season.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Lions 28. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. Yeah. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. What is going on?
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down. And 5 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to look downfield once again. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Tonight. What?
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Now Goff. In middle, and he's got downs. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
To Darnell Washington. It's a
Ball on the
pickup of
47-yard line.
Brings up
Here's 2nd down and 4.
At the Bears' 47-yard line.
Here's a run with their tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down.
16-yard line.
Mama, I got what you need. You need to feel it. I'm gonna have it. Thing in the middle. So come give me
Throwing, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Intended for Josh Down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. The Lions are able to get it back within a score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here comes Swift. They toss it right. And a good tackle out wide. We'll hold them to a gain of just 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A play fake. Now Williams. His fullback releasing. And he's going to bring it in.
Number 42. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down. 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 11.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs. Now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First down. A gain of
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Chicago.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
For the Bears. First down. First and goal.
They'll run with Swift. And he will score again. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On incentives for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
31.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, right side, he's got it. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
13 yards on the
Here's
play.
first and 10.
That's good for a Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard
Out of the
line.
shotgun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 4. Here's Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown.
A 7-yard gain. And the Lions first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Goff. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. Goff to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Another Detroit Lions first down.
Here's Goff. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Over the middle, he's got Burden. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to...
He works free, right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
That's another Bears first down. A gain of 40 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson. He had 2 sacks in the opener. Give him 1 more here in week 2.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Give up the middle with Swift. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
6 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased down backwards. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In trouble, and down he goes. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Cut. Like 20. Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds. Second and 10. To throw is Goff. Toward the middle of the field. That time, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
To throw is Goff. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Owens. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Raymond now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Got 180.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Throwing on second down. Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about 8 out of that one but still a little work to do now on third down.
Third and 4.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
And that is incomplete. Contact, punt, flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense. Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
First and 10.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions first down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Now Goff. Looking middle, and he's got down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third down.
Here's third down and a few inches. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 28-yard line.
Second and a yard.
We go tonight.
Throwing, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Lions first down.
Goff to throw. This one complete to Washington. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the
A run here with Gibbs. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions are able to edge a bit closer.
Makes the score Bears 51, Lions 38. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. And they have definitely righted some wrongs after the loss of the opener. Have the lead here, and they start this possession first and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's good for a Bears first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big picture.
On the give, it's Swift. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.